Hello, everyone. Good morning. Namaste. It is I, Gina Louisa, here to talk about relationships. Um, I listen to, um, and I'm gonna go out and say it. I'm gonna climb out on a limb and diss somebody, sort of. Jordan Peterson. I listen to. He's got these untangling or wisdom of the relationship or whatever he's got, whatever he calls them. Anyway, and yes, he makes valid points. But in reality, people are not like that. All right, people are not. I mean, really. You know, for one, here's the disclaimer I want to put on every single relationship video. All right, here's a big bonk disclaimer. Okay, because you search, they say, okay, what kind of partner am I looking for? Okay, people don't look. You know what I'm saying? They bump into. They're in proximity to. That's it. No matter what you think you want, okay, or who you're looking at, or who you think is, your ideal, or oh, yes, I want this kind of person, or I want that kind of person, or it's the person who's sitting next to you, it's the person who bumps into you, it's the person who you interact with, it's the person who you can't get rid of. That's the person you're with. See what I'm saying? Very seldom do we pick and choose our partner. It's proximity. Proximity. That's in who you happen to be in proximity to. And I'm saying if two people are in the same proximity and they are both in the same mindset, okay? Like, I don't care how perfect two people are for each other. If they're not in the mindset to search for each other, if they're not in the mindset that they want a relationship, okay, they can be sitting right next to each other and they are not going to connect, okay? Because they're not in that mindset, all right? It's the same thing as if two people are like so wrong for each other. Oh my God, these people are so wrong for each other. But if they're both looking to hook up with somebody that night, they're gonna, because that's what they're looking to do. See, it's not gonna jive. It's not gonna last, But that's what they're both looking for, and that's really what it is. It's about keeping yourself in a mindset where you're above just I'm gonna hook up regardless kind of kind of mindset that people go in. That's one way to avoid and hook up with the wrong person, and to have your presence, your atmosphere in not closed off either, so that if you happen to be sitting next to somebody, and it's just like, oh, excuse me, and you look over and that's like, oh, well, it's a pretty smile, or a nice smile, and then later, like, they say something and you say something back, or and then, if you happen to bump it, excuse me, that's okay, blah blah blah. But who knows what? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the what. When you're open, it's like, hey, wow, that was a moment there. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You might bump into that person again, and you say, hey, that was a moment. That was cool, Or, it doesn't have to be anything. That's the thing, too, to live in each moment. Don't say, like later, oh, God, that was a moment. Think about it. No. Every moment deserves its now. So if you're thinking about something that happened in the past, you're not giving the right attention to the now. That's what it's about. Working on yourself. Okay, so relationship. That's another problem I have. Here we go. With relationship. People are so in a hurry to get in a relationship. Like, and once you meet somebody, like, you're really just like trying on a pair of shoes. Is like, think about it like that, Oh, not that one. All the glasses. I don't know. Nope. But that's not how people have with relationships, right? You try them on, and then the shoes follow you around forever. You know what I'm saying? Thinking now they're gonna jump back on your feet. You know what I'm saying? That's in a whole world, your DNA is unique, okay? And so the one who resonates perfect with you, with their unique DNA, there's only one in this whole sea of billions of people. Think about it. Only one. And although some can like resonate close, say, oh wow, that resonates close, But when you try to match your frequency to this, it's like, I don't know. Or it might have matched one time, but then it went off, You can't move your frequency around to match somebody else's frequency, because then you miss your own frequency. And the one who resonates with your frequency isn't going to resonate with this pretend thing you're trying to resonate with. It's about being your authentic self, okay? And trusting that life was meant to be heavenly, okay? And in due time, we receive everything, okay? At its appointed time, at the perfect time. When before the oven says ding, ding, the cake is done, you can't take that cake out of the oven, you'll ruin it. All right? And once it says ding, 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 you can't leave it in there neither, you'll ruin it. It takes being attentive and paying attention to all the little signs. Ding, ding. Before the ding, ding happens, you smell that cake. The cake rises and then it lets go of that breath when it goes, and then that moment, there's only one, when the cake gives off that smell and it's done. If you say, did I smell that already? I don't know, I'll just leave it in there a little longer. The next smell you're going to smell is burnt cake. I'm saying you've got to be ready for that breath of readiness. Okay. Relationships are the same way. Okay. Don't go trying to shove it. I need a relationship. Even though your life is totally a mess. You know what I'm saying? No, relationship is not going to fix your life. Trust me, it's only going to make a mess out of the mess. Okay? And understand, you can say hi to somebody, you can date somebody, and you don't own each other. Matter of fact, you can go on many dates with somebody and not own each other. People got to stop trying to own each other. Give somebody the freedom to leave and the freedom to come back. If you want them to come back, that's the one you got to put the door on, Not put the door so they can't leave, but put the door if you don't want them to come back. That's it. And understand, okay? And when you choose someone with your heart and mind and choose, this is the type, when you are in proximity to someone else and their chances are they're not going to be that thing you're thinking of. Realize that. And don't lower your standards just because of proximity and other certain things. Rise above the other certain things and understand that patience is the virtue that God instilled in we, the wise. Relationships. Don't make it about proximity. Make it about a destination. Make it about, you're looking around and you see who's the one who conducts themselves exactly right. Who conducts, wow. Oh, God, the way that person conducts themselves. I don't even know when I exist. That person conducts themselves, with honor, with truth, with gusto. Yeah. Nothing fake about that person. Nothing fake about that person. Right? They don't dye anything. They don't paint anything. They don't, pluck or shave. Or, I'm saying? They're like real. Yeah. That's what you want. You want to self-secure in their own life first before they're going to enhance anything about your life. The same thing about yourself. I want to be self-secure in and of myself before I think I'm going to enhance somebody else's life. Certain lessons that we, the older people, know that I wish I would have known when I was younger. So, here I am, Gina Wizard, untangling this stupid relationship damn mess that I hear on the If he loves you, he'll do this. If he loves you, he'll do that. If he runs, it's because of this and it's because of that. If he runs, then fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Runs. Keep going. And then, not, oh, wait. Yeah, Jordan Peterson gives 1,000 fucking excuses for these runners. You know what I'm saying? What, we ain't man enough to step up to the plate? Same thing to girls. Oh, what, you're not woman enough to freaking step up to the plate? You make excuses instead of make yourself into something you can be proud of. That's what God's saying, people. God's sick of excuses. He don't want to hear excuses. God wants to see results. This is a time of results, okay? The relationship you have, the only important relationship you have is right in here, right here. The relationship you have with your soul, with the spirit that drives you, guided by your soul. My God, guide your soul. Let your spirit just go. Live. Life was meant to be lived. Lived truly. Not squash. Well, I see the truth, but I'm not going to speak it over. That's not living. No. Living is, hey, the Empress fucking butt naked. Look at his fucking wrinkled hands. You know what I'm saying? Ew, cover that shit up. You got to be truthful in life. Or you're not really living it. In relationships, too. People will, compensate. Well, yeah, make excuses for each other. And, yeah, it does, I'm not really happy. But don't do that. Because you're robbing yourself and you're robbing the other person of moving on and finding the one that really does fulfill. You know what I'm saying? We're so clingy. Human beings are clingy. Not me. As soon as I realize somebody's no good for me, off they, I'm saying, no, you're not the right one. Okay, bye. Why don't we say that? You're not the right one. Okay, bye. Have a good life. One person for you in this world. Okay? Because our DNA is unique. Every resonance is different. And only one will harmonize with you perfectly. It's worth it. It's worth it to resonate along God's path just to see who comes my way. It's gonna be something else, I'll bet. Here I am, Gina Louisa, trusting in God, resonating, whole in and of myself, in divinity, not waiting. And that's a hot, I always say waiting, because I'm not really waiting. I'm baking like a cake. A cake isn't in there waiting to come out. A cake is in there doing something. It's solidifying, it's baking, it's becoming perfect. Understand that while you're waiting to meet that one, you're not waiting. You're baking, you're becoming. So become the best thing you can. Namaste, everyone. It is I, Gina Louisa. Just sharing as much love as I can with you. Have a great rest of your day.